unfortunately, I haven't got the Eagle 1290 to hold here as I'm talking, so I'm gonna be less professional than Gwen and Damo and Rich when he's doing these super technical gear reviews. It's gonna be just a quick review of the Eagle 1290 from F1 for pump foiling. The first time I saw that wing from this friend of mine here in Cyprus last year, I was like, it's gonna be impossible to Dockstart. And then, of course, I kinda changed my beliefs after starting pretty consistently the Karve 1250 from Ketos, which is actually thinner and also a tiny little bit smaller in terms of square centimeters. But the thickness and the shape of the profile is really what makes the biggest difference. And of course, they feel completely different. I'm gonna compare the Eagle X a little bit to the Ketos 1250 because it's the only one with which I have some good solid experience in terms of small wings. Now, in terms of ease of starting, so how easy, how hard it is to start the Eagle 1290, I would give it a solid 7, right? If a 0 is really the easiest wing that you can think of, maybe this is super low aspect, thick, old wingfoil wings, and 10 is probably what only pros can start, like Yvonne can start. I would give it a solid 7 because it's probably a little bit harder than 1250, if not, yeah, I would say pretty much as hard as the 1250. You need to do 2-3 steps on the dock to be able to start it or to drop start it. I wasn't able, actually, I haven't spent enough time neither with the 1250, neither with the Eagle, trying to static start, because the static start is the first step to then try and rock start those wings, which is pretty much my goal for this summer. Being able to rock start a very small front wing, that would be really, really cool. Anyways, coming back to the Eagle 1290. It's not that easy to start because the stall speed is still quite high for a wing of that size, which means, on the other hand, that the speed range is quite good, so you can still go fast. However, I didn't find it that easy to accelerate. I don't know if it's because of the stab, which is not the smaller and the shorter that they have at F1, but I felt like it was kinda hard, right? And I have had the same feeling with the Jam from F1, but I didn't expect this feeling from such a small wing. So it's still quite, I wouldn't say slow, I wouldn't say draggy, but compared to other wings, which probably have a different profile, maybe a thinner profile, again, like the 1250 from Ketos, the Karve, I still had to really push quite a bit to make it pick up speed. However, besides this not super comfortable pumping, the thing that I really found pleasant with this wing is the stability. Its stability not only in pitch, so it's pretty stable, you can glide it pretty easily, and you don't have to shift your weight too much as you lose and gain speed. And also, when you turn, it's extremely stable. It's super simple to turn it and then get it back to right. It's super, super intuitive, despite it doesn't have a lot of shape, like this, I don't know, bird shape, in terms of if you look at it from front, right? And this actually pretty much explains what this wing is for. I wouldn't really recommend this wing for pumping, quite frankly, because again, it's really not really enjoyable because it's not as fast, for example, again, as a Ketos 1250, and it doesn't give me at least the same connection, right? When I pump the 1250, I feel really that I'm connected with the water, with the foil. It's not the most efficient, absolutely not. I can pump it for barely 1 minute, but it's extremely fun, and carvy. The Eagle from F1, the 1290, is mainly really for downwinding. I can really see its use case, which is again easy downwind. If you're getting into downwinding, if you're learning maybe the paddle up, okay, maybe for the paddle up at the beginning you wanna get maybe something a bit bigger, but for downwinding, I believe that that's the best wing from F1 that you can take to start with. So if you are, maybe if you have a jam and you are pumping with the jam and you want to try and do some little downwinder, or maybe even catch some waves with the pump board, then the Eagle might be the solution. And I would stick to the 1290 because then if you downsize below that, it's probably going to be quite hard. But George, the guy who borrowed me this Eagle, also has the smaller Eagle, which is a 890, something like that, I believe. And we're probably gonna try that one here at the dock and see if it's easy, like if it's startable, first of all, and then how it feels while pumping. So yeah, that's that. I believe that for downwinding, that wing, which is actually, as I said, what is actually made for, is quite good because again, you are stable, it's intuitive, you don't have to shift your weight in front, towards the front and towards the back all the time. So if you are on F1 and you're looking for a wing to get into downwinding, then that's probably the case. If you have the jam and you want something really just for pumping in flat water but faster and maybe to do some tricks with, I don't think that the Eagle is really the way to go. Maybe a skate is more for that purpose, right? So that's that. I hope that this video was somehow valuable. It's not maybe for everybody, because maybe you're not on F1, maybe you were just curious about knowing something more about that wing. And I wouldn't really compare, again, sizes. Maybe I don't want you to think, okay, so that wing from F1 is 1290, so if I get another wing of the same size from another brand, it's going to be pretty much the same. No, like all wings are completely different. There are wings from certain brands that maybe a 900 wing from one brand can feel like a 1200 wing from another brand. So don't make comparisons, please, with square centimeters. There are so many factors into play, and we were having this discussion with the guys in the community and other people and whatnot, of how subjective at the end of the day a wing is, right? Maybe I'm telling this about the F1 Eagle, and maybe you try it and you absolutely love it, you think that is the best wing on the market to pump. That's absolutely fine, because at the end of the day, again, it's subjective. I personally love when I love like smaller wings where you really need to give it with your legs to accelerate it, but at the same time that you can accelerate almost until who knows when. And that's another point, by the way, about the Eagle. The top end, so the low end is not great. I would say that it's pretty much, again, the same as the 1250 from Ketos, but the high end, it kind of cuts compared again to the Karve 1250 from Ketos, and that's probably, again, for the purpose, for like its use case, it's perfect, because ideally, maybe in downwinding, especially if you're just getting started, you don't want to go super fast. So it's kind of fair enough at the end of the day that this wing kind of cuts a little bit at high speeds. While at least the Karve, you can pretty much accelerate it however you want, and it's normal because that's more a wing foil, like light wind wing foiling, surf foiling wing. So yeah. If you're interested in other reviews, if you want me to compare specific wings against other specific wings, please feel free to leave a comment below this video. I absolutely love to test and review and compare wings. That's probably my favorite thing to do right now on the channel. So I'm keen to make other reviews, and let me know, guys, if you have a specific wing that you want me to review or compare, and I will try and put my hands on it so that I can give it a try. Okay? Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.